This MKS airplane gyro is a great little gyro for your foamies and airplanes. So far the best use I've found for it is to put it into an aileron channel for your hand-launched airplanes, your little pusher jets and foamies. It really stabilizes the launch and decreases the amount of roll that you get on launch from a torque effect. The setup of this gyro is very simple. It only has one adjustment on the gyro itself. There's a gain potentiometer located at the bottom of the unit. From the factory it usually comes set at about 50%. Currently on the F-35 I've got it turned up to about 75% of the throw. And you just have to experiment with that. If you have remote gain adjustment on your transmitter, you can set this thing up pretty near max and then adjust the rates from the transmitter. If you don't have adjustable gain on your transmitter, if you don't have a spare channel like a geared channel with adjustable rates, you can just adjust the gain right here at the unit. And then the only other indicator on it, there's a little green LED that comes on when the gyro is powered up. In this case I have my one of my two delta wing mixing servos plugged into the side of the gyro, and basically I just unplugged the servo that was connected to my aileron channel and plugged it in, and you'll notice the polarity of the connection compared to the gyro servo wire that comes out, that the two signal leads, which are either white or orange, should be right next to each other. So this should be adjacent to each other. If you reverse this, then just nothing will happen. The servo won't work. This gyro, although it's not advertised as having remote gain setting, actually comes with this one extra wire, which is a signal wire for the remote gain. In this case I have the gyro plugged into the aileron channel and the gyro's remote gain lead plugged into the geared channel. This setup gives you the capability to turn the gyro on and off in flight, and also adjust the gyro gain to some degree from your transmitter. On the back of my gyro I have a piece of industrial strength Velcro, and I put the corresponding piece of Velcro on the floor of the airplane. Since this gyro does not include its own reversing switch on the unit, reversing is simply done by rotating the unit 180 degrees. So if this gyro was placed on the floor of the airplane and it turned out the aileron movement was not correct, if it was opposite, I would just turn the unit 180 degrees and then reattach it to the floor of the airplane, and the movement would be correct. To use this gyro for the aileron function, the orientation is to put the Velcro on the back of the unit and place the unit flat down on the bottom of the fuselage or on the top of the wing. With all of the servo wires plugged into the radio, my setup looks like this. Starting from the bottom and moving up, the bottom wire with the choke ring on it is my electronic speed control plugged into the throttle channel. The gyro is plugged into the aileron channel. The next servo lead is for the elevator, which in this case is my right Taileron, and then skipping one channel, the rudder channel, I move up to the gear channel, and the gyro remote gain is plugged into the gear channel. Once the gyro is mounted with the Velcro on the bottom of the airplane, my last step is to pack some foam around it as well. One other trick with this airplane to help secure the battery in place is to place some industrial strength Velcro on the inside of the sides of the battery hatch. and then use a Velcro style fastener to attach to those strips, and then finally to go around the top of the battery to hold the battery in the fuselage for negative G maneuvers.